You know, something pretty incredible is happening in Nepal right now. A political scene that's been run by the same old guard for years is suddenly going through this massive, seismic shift. A whole new generation is stepping up, and they're armed with fresh ideas and a real mandate for change. So let's dig in and see what this youthquake is all about.
And this is the question on everybody's mind. I mean, can a government cabinet packed with so-called giant killers and total first-timers actually turn a whole nation around? We're talking about young experts and some truly historic appointments going up against decades of political gridlock. This whole thing is a high-stakes experiment, and it's happening right now.
Get this, more than half of the new ministers are under the age of 40. That one number, it tells you everything you need to know about the scale of this thing. This isn't just a small change, it's a full-on generational handover of power.
Okay, so who are these people? Well, it's not just that they're young, they're being called Nepal's new progressive cabinet. And they aren't just showing up with vague ideas either. Nope. They've come prepared with this incredibly ambitious 100-point reform plan that's already been approved.
But this is about so much more than just age. First off, these aren't just any young people. They're experts in their respective fields. This cabinet is also the first in Nepal's history to hit 33% female representation, which is a huge deal. And that 100-point plan? It's a clear signal that they want a clean break from the old politics of the past.
Okay, so to really get what's going on, we gotta zoom in from the big picture and look at the actual people at the heart of this movement. So let's meet two of the key figures who are really driving this change.
First up, we've got Sosmet Pokharel. This guy is only 29 years old, and he's not just the new Minister of Education and Sports. He's also the official government spokesperson, and he's got a nickname, the Giant Killer.
So where do you get a nickname like Giant Killer? Well, check this out. In his election in Kathmandu 5, he didn't just win. He absolutely crushed it, pulling in more than 3 times the votes of the guy who already had the job. This wasn't just winning an election, it was sending a message.
But honestly, this wasn't a huge surprise to anyone who was paying attention. He'd already built this reputation for result-oriented work in Kathmandu. He's the guy who brought in smart boards and midday meals, who started book-free Fridays so kids could learn practical skills. He even pushed through a policy that made private schools give out scholarships, a move that's already helping about 20,000 students every single year.
So he's got a proven track record in a major city. But here's the thing. Doing it in one city is one thing. The real test, trying to scale those successes up for the entire country. You're talking about overcoming systemic inertia, getting everyone on board. It's a whole different ballgame.
All right, now let's meet another key player in all this, Sita Badi. And her story is nothing short of historic. She's the new minister for women, children, and senior citizens. And when she was taking her oath of office, she got emotional, and she said this, "I never imagined becoming a minister." And when you hear her story, you really start to understand just how heavy, how meaningful that moment was.
You see, Sita comes from the Badi community. And for those of us watching from around the world, it's really important to get the backstory here. The Badi were historically these respected performers for the royal courts. But as the country modernized, that way of life disappeared. With few other resources, the community, and especially the women, faced just extreme marginalization and exploitation.
So here she is, just 30 years old, with a master's degree in political science, and she has become the first minister ever from the Badi community. This isn't just a political appointment, it's a powerful symbol of change. It's giving a voice to people who have been silenced for way, way too long.
And her job, based on that 100-point plan, is both crystal clear and unbelievably ambitious. She's tasked with delivering a formal state apology to marginalized communities. She has to launch a nationwide free blue bus service to make sure women can travel safely, and she has to mandate safety tech like CCTV and SOS buttons on all public transport. And get this, they want it done in just 30 days. We're talking about concrete, powerful changes with a ticking clock.
So, let's zoom back out from these amazing individual stories to the plan itself. This 100-point plan is packed with bold, game-changing ideas. But here's the billion-dollar question. Can all these amazing promises actually tackle the deep-rooted systemic problems that have been holding the country back for years? And this table really gets to the heart of the challenge. I mean, let's take a look. You've got this great idea to get rid of exams for young kids to reduce pressure. Love it. But it needs a massive program to retrain teachers. Or how about removing political student unions from college campuses? A huge step to clean things up, but you're going up against some seriously powerful political interests. And even that blue bus service for women, a fantastic safety initiative, but it requires a ton of complicated coordination between different, powerful ministries. For every great promise, there's a serious hurdle waiting.
Because when it comes right down to it, a plan is only as good as its implementation. For this new generation of leaders, getting elected wasn't the finish line. Nope, this is just the starting line. And what lies ahead is this massive responsibility, where every single one of those promises is going to get tested against the hard wall of reality.
So what we're really seeing here is the beginning of a brand new story for Nepal, one being written by a totally new generation. They've got the pen in their hands, but the final pages haven't been written yet. And you can bet the world is watching to see exactly how this story ends.